You can try fouling, but sometimes the shot is going to go in anyways. Good evening, everyone. This morning, my daughter asked me, how come I don't wake up to take her to the bus? I told her it's because I'm lazy. And she said, wow, I want to be lazy when I grow up. Father of the Year right here. You won't find any laziness on the courts tonight as we check out some high school basketball action across the UP. We begin in Marquette as Coach Ben Smith and the Redettes hosted Gladstone. First quarter action off the Braves miss. Amber Hubner with the deep pass to Therese Leedy, and she would get the basket and the foul as the Redettes take a 7-point lead. Later, Isabel Peterson dishes it to Kelsey Grange, who takes it all the way to the hoop. Marquette's lead starts to balloon. Gladstone will have their chances in this one. Leah Wolfer to Taylor Hunter, and she drives and scores. But easy shots were few and far between for the Braves. And for Marquette, they just love to run. Hubner to Leedy, again for the layup. Grange, Hubner, and Leedy scoring double figures as the Redettes top the Braves at home 49-38. To the girls' B-ball scoreboards now as the Lady Gremlins knocked off Lance at home 72-39. Tauna Reinanen led the way for Houghton with 17 points and 8 boards. Bark River Harris got a road win over Gwynn 56-34. Madison Lindquist and Alyssa Willa both scored 16 for the Broncos. Westwood was at Menominee tonight, and the Maroons defense buckled down for a 34-20 win over the Patriots. Ontonagon put on a show for the home crowd as they got the win over Wakefield Marinisco 58-35. It was Lakeland and Hubble over Watersmeet 59-51 as Abby Sutherland and Peyton Gast scored 16 each for the Lakes. Bethany Baldwin scored 32 for the Nimrods, which is by far the best mascot in the UP. Also, it was Chassell over Uintraut Creek 50-24. Calumet goes on the road to Jeffers and gets the win 68-31. Hancock was on the road too, and the Bulldogs knock off Bessemer 52-23, the final there. North Dickinson gets the home win over Republic Michigami 55-27 thanks to 17 points from Elizabeth Charlevoix. And Forest Park was without Maria Stankiewicz tonight, but Abby Nealon stepped up with 14 points as the Trojans top Kearney Nadeau 46-34, the final score. More girls action as the Lady Eskimos of Escanaba hosted Negaunee. First quarter, the Miners off to a quick start. Haley Fazat finds Abby Nelson under the rim, and she gets the basket to go as Negaunee takes a 6-0 lead. Later, off the inbounds pass, Callie Heller takes the ball up, finds Emily Lefebvre in the corner, and she finds Haley Waters for the nice finish at the rim, and the first points for Eski in this one. Later, it's Clara Johnson on the drive. She dishes to her sister Alita for three. Sister, sister. Negaunee takes a 17-2 lead. Escanaba, though, staying in this one. It's Heller to the 6'3" junior, Jennifer Brandt, and she puts it in for the Eskimos. But they were down 15 after one quarter, and it was tough sledding the rest of the way. Steal there by Alita Johnson, and she would stop and pop for the fast break J. She finished with 15 points as Negaunee gets the road win 46-27, the final score. Let's see if the boys can have the same results as the Miners hosted the Eskimos. Early first quarter off the Escanaba miss, it's Trent Bell taking the ball up, and he says, "Excuse me." Count that baby, and a foul. Free throw gives Negaunee a 1-point lead. Next possession, it's Ben Luke behind the screen. Nobody steps up, and he says, okay. Drains the three as he forced the Eskimos to take a timeout there. A few minutes later, Dylan Tassin on the pump fake. He drives, and I don't know what to call this other than a made basket. The Miners' lead continues to increase, but the Eskimos would fight back. Ryan Robinette drives to his right, switches hands in midair, and gets the floater to go. He would do his best to keep Escanaba in it, but the Negaunee D was stifling. Steal there by Dre Twuminen, and he finds Tassin for the easy transition layup. The Miners go 2-0 on the night against the Eskimos as the boys get the win 61-46, the final score. English is hard.
It is.
Some boys scores now as Munising gets the home win over Gwynn 65-42 thanks to 25 points and 10 rebounds from Mike Graves. Kingsford gets the road win over Norway 59-33, the final there. And in Iron Mountain, it was the Mountaineers over Manistique 68-50. Carson Wonders scored 33 for Iron Mountain in that one. And in high school hockey, there were two games in the Copper Country. as Calumet defeated Marquette 7-4, and Houghton outshot Kingsford 56-4 en route to a 6-1 victory at Dee Stadium. Cole Jepson and Reed Piedla each scored twice for the Gremlins.